Your restaurant is packed. Friday night, full house, great reviews. Every table turned twice, but by anyone's measure, a strong night. And on Tuesday morning, you can't make payroll. This is a cash flow trap, and it closes more restaurants than bad food ever will. According to the U.S. Bank study, cash flow mismanagement contributes to 82% of small business failures. The National Restaurant Association goes further, identifying cash flow as the single leading cause of restaurant closures. Ahead of poor location, weak concepts, and food quality issues combined. Today, I'm breaking down 7 proven restaurant cash flow strategies that operators are using right now to protect their margins, stop the bleeding, and build the kind of financial foundation that actually keeps a restaurant alive in 2026. Stay with me, because strategy number 2 is where most operators are silently losing tens of thousands of dollars every single year without realizing it. Hello everybody, my name is Matthew Kobelin. I am the founder and CEO of HubPlate, the future of restaurant management POS systems. Let's get into it. Welcome back. This channel is built for restaurant operators who want real tactics, real data, and zero fluff. Before we get into the strategies, I need to make one thing crystal clear, because this misunderstanding is what puts operators in crisis even when their P&L looks healthy. Profit and cash flow are not the same thing. Your profit and loss statements tell you whether your business earned more than it spent over a period of time. Your cash flow tells you whether you have actual money in the bank right now to cover this week's payroll and this Friday's produce invoice. A restaurant can show $15,000 profit on its monthly P&L while being completely unable to pay its vendors, because that profit is sitting in uncollected catering deposits, 2 weeks of delivery revenue a third-party platform hasn't remitted yet, or unredeemed gift card liabilities. The P&L says you're doing well. The bank account says you're in trouble. Both things can be true at the same time. That's the trap. Now here's how you get out of it. Strategy 1 is the foundation everything else is built on, a rolling 13-week cash flow forecast. Most operators manage cash by looking at their bank balance. That's driving by looking in the rearview mirror. A 13-week forecast looks forward, and it tells you exactly when a gap is about to appear so you can close it before it becomes a crisis. The 13-week window aligns with quarterly payroll cycles, seasonal revenue patterns, and most major vendor payment schedules. Financial advisors and banks widely recommend it as a gold standard liquidity planning tool for food service operators. Build it with projected daily and weekly revenue from historical covers, all fixed obligations, rent, debt service, salaried staff, variable costs tied to volume, and irregular but predictable payments like quarterly taxes and equipment maintenance. Review it every Monday morning. Adjust it every time actual results deviate from your projections. This one discipline, done consistently, eliminates the majority of cash surprises that put operators in crisis mode. Strategy 2, stop over-ordering inventory. Inventory is where cash goes to hide. According to industry research, the average restaurant wastes between 4 and 10% of all food it purchases through spoilage, over-ordering, and portion inconsistency. On $25,000 in monthly food spend, that's up to $2,500 disappearing every month in product that was bought, prepped, and thrown away. Annualized, that's $30,000 walking out the back door. The fix is precision par level management. Set par levels from actual sales data, not gut instinct. Automate your reorder process against those levels and implement just-in-time ordering. Smaller, more frequent deliveries aligned to your sales forecast to keep cash moving instead of sitting on a shelf losing value. Strategy 3, control labor before overtime bleeds you dry. According to the National Restaurant Association's 2025 Operations Data Abstract, full-service operators ran median labor cost at 36.5% of sales in 2024. Operators who actually reported a pre-tax profit ran it at 34.2%. That 2-point gap applied to a $1.5 million annual revenue restaurant is $30,000 in additional cash retained. The difference isn't cutting staff, it's demand-driven scheduling. Build every shift from your POS sales data, not from habit. Set hard rules that require manager approval before any shift enters overtime, and track labor costs weekly, not monthly. Research shows operators who review labor in real time hit their targets 75 to 80% of the time compared to those who wait for the month-end report. Strategy 4. Negotiate vendor payment terms in your favor. Most operators accept whatever payment terms their vendors offer by default. That's a mistake, because your cash cycle as a restaurant is actually a negotiating asset. You collect payments at point of sale immediately, while your raw material costs don't come due for days or weeks. Use that leverage. Approach your top 5 vendors by spend volume and request extended terms. Net 30 where you have net 7, net 45 where you have net 30. Offer something in return. Consolidated weekly ordering, volume commitments, or guaranteed on-time payment. Even extending your average vendor terms from net 7 to net 21 across your full supplier base gives you 2 additional weeks of working capital every month, permanently at zero cost. Strategy 5. Eliminate third-party commission fees. A restaurant doing $10,000 a month in delivery through a major platform at a 28% commission rate loses $33,600 every year before a single overhead cost is covered. That revenue was earned. It just left immediately through a platform fee. The fix is direct ordering infrastructure. A white-labeled online ordering system lets guests order from you at full menu price with zero commission on every transaction. You keep 100% of every digital order. That cash stays inside your business where it belongs. Strategy 6. Use real-time POS analytics to spot cash leaks daily, not monthly. The difference between operators who manage cash proactively and those who react to crisis is almost entirely a data problem. Operators who manage reactively look at last month's P&L and try to understand what happened. Operators who manage proactively look at this week's variance reports and adjust before the month closes. Your POS should generate daily reports on sales by day part, cover counts versus labor hours, food cost variance against theoretical cost, and average check movement. If you're only pulling these reports monthly, you're operating with a 30-day financial blind spot in a business where cash can evaporate in a week. Restaurants that implement real-time analytics and weekly audits report 2 to 10% margin improvements, gains that compound into tens of thousands of recovered cash flow over 12 months. Strategy 7. Build a cash reserve before you need it. Every restaurant is one equipment failure away from a cash crisis. A walk-in compressor, a grease trap break backup, a burst pipe the week of your biggest catering event. These are not rare, they are inevitable. Cornell University research found that 26% of restaurant failures are directly tied to inadequate cash reserves. The standard is 4 to 8 weeks of fixed operating costs held in a dedicated account that operations never touch. Set aside 1 to 2% of revenue every week automatically. Treat it as a non-negotiable line item, not something you fund with whatever is left over. If you want one platform that ties all 7 of these strategies together, real-time analytics, par-level inventory tracking, auto purchase orders, AI-powered scheduling with overtime alerts, commission-free online ordering with Uber Direct, one-click payroll exports, and a flat-rate pricing model of $99 a month per location with 0 transaction fees and 0 commissions, that's HubPlate. No proprietary hardware, no locked-in contracts, 100% offline resilience, bring your own device freedom, run it on any device you already own. The link is in the description, go check it out. And if this video gave you something useful, subscribe, drop a comment below telling me your biggest cash flow challenge right now, and I'll make sure we cover it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching.